Hello everyone. Now this is another video in the February-March 2018 paper. We are working on the website authoring now. If you have not gone through the video on spreadsheets, the link is right up there on the top right corner. For the web authoring, we're using three files: blocks.css, block image.jpg, and block logo.jpg. Create a new folder called blocks underscore html. So we do that now. Locate the following files and store them in your folder. So let's locate the files and store them in our folder. That's these three files. Okay, they will be stored in the folder. Yes, right there. Okay, and create a web page called blocks.htm. This web page must work in all browsers and will have a table structure as shown below. Okay, there are two ways of creating the web page. We can either use the text editor, Notepad, Sublime Text, VS Code, or any other text editor that allows you write out the markups, or we could use an IDE, yes, a development environment that allows you work on the template like you are working on a word processor. Now, I find this quite easy, and I find it a little better as it saves you some time. Okay, so for today I'm using Microsoft Expression Web 4. But what I get to do with my students is combine the two skills, that is using this web expression as well as editing the code to take out some errors or fix some things that have been outdated, that is still working on Microsoft Web Expression. Okay, so the first thing to do is to locate the folder, which I have done here. But okay, let me show how it's done. You go to the folder icon, you click on the arrow, and you open site. Okay, from there we can browse to find the site. I have it in I have it on my desktop, paper 3, and the folder is called blocks html. So I select this folder, open that folder, right, and we have it right here. The question says to create a new file called blocks.htm, blocks.htm, and we save our file. All right, now we can start drawing the table. This is a table that has 5 rows and 2 columns. So right up there, you insert a table, 5 rows and 2 columns. Okay, the top row is merged and the bottom 4 rows in the right column are merged. So let's do that as well. We highlight the top row, right click, go to modify and merge the cells. Okay, similar to what you would do in your word processor. You highlight the rows, right click, same way, merge. Okay, now let's work on the dimension. Okay, here it says um, 900, that's the width, by 300, that's the height. Okay, so you can find those here. We'll start with the first one. The width is 900, the height is 300. So we can do that right here. 900 pixels, 900 pixels, not just 900. The question says all the dimensions are in pixels, so 900 pixels. All right, and the height is 300. Okay, enter. So you can see the change is now evident. And for the next one, we have 300 by 200. That's this. 300 is the width, 200 is the height. next one 300, 200, 300, 200, 300, 210. Now these are some of the areas where it might have been easier to do it from the code than doing it here, because then we could have just copied and pasted. Okay, 300, 200. This is also 300 by 200. And the last one, 300 by 210. Okay, and here we have 600 by 810. So height of 810, that's this. 600 by 810. Done. Okay. Each table cell is identified with a letter and all dimensions are in pixels. The letters and dimensions in the table must not appear on the final web page, so we shouldn't see it on here. Alright. Place in cell A the image block logo. The image block logo. Okay, in order to do that, you simply click on the cell block logo. You also click on the image and drag it in there. Okay, let's get the alternate text logo of the company. Logo of the company right there. Right, placed in the cell F the image block image. Cell F, and cell F is this. Block image. Okay. Now you would notice this does not fit into the cell, but we would fix all of that shortly. Evaluate the image placed in step 24 for use within the web page and edit the markup to improve the image. Okay, in order to do that, we would have to go back to the text. We would have to go back to the codes to fix this. However, I want us to focus on the IDE for now. Complete the mockup. Then once we're done with that, we then move to the code and we fix every errors that we were able to identify. Okay, so let's complete this, and we know this is pending. So I would just put the color red there, so we know this is still pending. Yeah, we will come back to it. Excuse me. Okay, place the text bricks in cell B. This is cell B, bricks. Cell C, blocks. And cell D, page. And cell E. Okay. Return to the top as a new line of text in cell E. Okay, a new line. Return to the top. Okay. Alright, so let's continue. We have done that. Place an anchor. We will also do this from the code. Center align the table. We will do this from the code. Attach the style sheet B blocks. Okay, we will do this as the final step. Okay, so we can then go to the code. Looks from the look of things, we have covered everything that is needed to be done in here. So we can then go to the code. Let's save this, and you would notice there is a section that says code right here. So we go to the code and we fix all the things that need to be fixed. Okay, I will start with this. I don't need this. All we need is the doc type, so we can take that out. This is not too needed as well, so we can take that out. The metadata, yeah, we can have the meta there. For the title, let's have a title. So this is assumed that we are just starting the web design. So Bobby's breaks. Okay, just so we have a title in there. Okay, the table has a width of 100%. Yeah, that is fine. Now let's go back to the beginning and see that we have covered everything that is needed to be covered. Okay, so we're going through it all over again. Yes, any formatting for the table and cell borders must not appear. Yes, we do not have cell borders in there, so that is good. Each table is okay. Now let's come to this. You would notice so many of the dimensions or the attributes of the table, they are underlined. That is because they are outdated. You can see this. The attribute height is not permitted for the TD tag. Instead, it is the style attribute that is used. And more so, whenever we work with the height is identified in the table row, not the table data. In the table row, that is where we specify the height of the height of that particular row. So we go with the style attribute and we specify the height. Height for the first table row is 300 pixels. So what we have left is the width, and we can easily bring the style as well. Okay, so the style is width. This is the width. Yes, 900 pixels, and we continue with the rest of them. We have the same height all through. That's for the majority of our table. We have height of 200, 200, 200, 210, and then for the image we have 810. So we can have that in here. 200, and we come to the next one. We have 200. We come in here. We have 200, and for the last one we have 210. We have 210, so we can take this out. We can take this out. That's for the width. We can take this out. That's 200 as well. Okay, that's for the width. So it follows the current naming convention and not the outdated format. 300. Yes. For the image, we will do the same thing for the image. We'll do the same thing for the image. We can take this out. Okay, and here, this is the part where it's been merged. So we can keep this. We can keep the height in this, showing it's been merged. Okay, but then it should be followed immediately by the width. So we can then take this out of it. Yes, and we have our image. Subsequently, we can decide to take this out. That may not be too needed. Having specified the dimensions of of the cell, so we don't necessarily need to specify it in here anymore. Okay, that's something similar to this. You can leave it, yes, yeah, or we can take it out. Either of the two works. We have specified the dimensions in here, so this isn't really changing too many things. So we can take this out, and we can also take this out. All right. So yes, it looks good. There's another. Okay, so it looks like we are done with this. Yes, we have fixed everything that needs to be fixed. Yes, evaluate the image. Yes, this now, that is the image F, the block image. Edit the markup to improve the image. That is this one. So, which is what we have done right here. But if we test and we see that we do not have what we want, then we come back to do some more fixings. Okay, let's go on. All the text should be in H1. Yes, we need to do that. Bricks, all the text H1. Okay, so all the text will be in H1. All the text will be in H1. H1. All the text should be H1. H1 as well. And we have the last one, which should also be in H1. Okay, now we've done that. Let's go on. Place an anchor called top at the top of the web page. Make the text return to the top a hyperlink to this anchor. Okay, so just in the body at the top, we use the anchor tag, and the question says the ID should be top. ID should be called top at the top of the web page. Okay, so we have our anchor right there, and it says return, make the return to the top a hyperlink to this anchor. Return to the top, make it a hyperlink. So we have our hyperlink top, and the reference is top. We're making a reference to the anchor we have at the top, so we need to put our text in the anchor. Text in the anchor. Center align the table in the browser. Okay, so we can include that here in the style. We can include that. Well, this is not too needed, so we can take this out, and instead we replace it with the alignment. So to center align, let's use a margin left auto, and margin right, we use auto as well. Yes, that center aligns the table. Attach the style sheet. Okay, so we can take a look at the database, or what the web page looks like before we add the style. So let's take a look at it. What does our web page look like? Then we add the style. All right, so the web page is coming up. Yes, we can see we have the link. We click, it brings it to the top. Very good. However, this image is still not covering the whole of the cell, so that is one thing we need to fix. In there, which is then in the second image. So in the second image, we can simply come in here and specify what the height, and the height is from here. We have 810 pixels. 810 pixels. in the width is 600 pixels. Okay, the width is 600 pixels. All right, so let's save that and see what we have. Okay, it's coming up nicely. It's coming up nicely. Beautiful. Okay, so we have our web page already. All right, so the last step in the question is to, okay, it's right here. I was looking for the question paper. The last step is to attach the style sheet bblocks.css. Save the web page in the folder, which we have done already. bblocks.css. Okay, so you attach your sheet from here. Attach. We have it in our folder already. Open, and we attach. And that is it. That is our web page. It's all ready, all done. Okay, we have not saved. So this is it, and that's it. That's everything that is expected of us in the question for the website authoring. Okay, so display the web page in your browser, resize it so that all the page can be seen, all text can be easily read, the address bar is visible. Take a single screenshot of the browser window and place this in your evidence document. A single screenshot of the browser window such that everything is visible. A single screenshot of the browser window. Okay, I think this shows it all. So I take a screenshot of the browser window. Okay, yes, that's it. A single screenshot of the browser window, and that would be as evidence 6. Evidence 6 is where we have it. Good, good. That's evidence 6. We have it right there. When we go back to the question to complete it, take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. Take a copy. Okay, so yes, that's a copy of it. So we come to the code, a copy of it. Yes, it's all good. And we paste that as evidence 7. Okay. Alternatively, we could also take a screenshot of this. We could take a screenshot of this rather than copying and paste. However, the reason I didn't take a screenshot is because it's been specific when it wanted us to take screenshots, but now it says a copy, so I'm fine with just copying and pasting. Okay, take a copy of the style sheet and paste this in your evidence document. So I go to my style sheet, or I can simply open the style sheet here. Copy of the style sheet. I have it in evidence 8. Okay, and that is that. Yes. Okay, type your evaluation into your evidence document using no more than 100 words. Evaluate the image placed for use within this web and edit the markup. Okay, so what is our evaluation? We noticed that the image was narrow, okay, in no more than 100 words. So what is the evaluation? Uh, the image is of a smaller dimension than the the cell space provided in the web page provided for it. in the web page. Also, you notice there's some pixelation because upon, yeah, so taken the image was taken with a low at a low resolution. At a low resolution, resulting in pixelation when the image is stretched out to fit the window. So we can also note that on larger screens, the image may not look professional or appealing to the audience. This is an image that this is a website that is used for advertising, and it's used for customers to visit. So if the image is not too appealing, then customers may not be interested, or they may not be too excited. And also the text and the color of the bricks, it has this it doesn't complement, it blends into, so some of the numbers may be unreadable. Okay, the text also blends into the background bricks, making some color blindness. Okay, with color blindness. And with that, we've come to the end of the web authoring pack. Yeah, thank you. If you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe so that you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. Okay, I will go on to solve other questions as time goes on. Have a good day.